Lonestar has been making music together for more than 3 decades, building a catalog of country hits that includes Amazed, I'm Already There, and No News. The band is still going strong, and drummer Keech Rainwater joins us today to talk about Lonestar's longevity, life on the road, and what's next for the group. Keech, it's so nice of you to join us all the way from Nashville today.
Hey, Melissa, how you doing?
I'm great, thank you. Okay, so you and I were already chatting. 34 years.
Right, that's right,
band.
34 years ago.
Yeah, 34 years ago, you guys started your journey. Man, I mean, that's a long time to be performing. What are some of the moments that really kind of stand out to you that you really cherish along those 30 years?
I think some of the ones that stand out are like just obviously winning the CMA Local Group of the Year. That's to me, that's kind of like the Mount Everest of country music, to win a CMA award. So that was really awesome. And just, you know, you get so busy over the years making records, and you keep on chasing that next #1 and things like that. And if you don't stop and smell the roses every once in a while, you'll miss it. So luckily we stopped and smelled the roses quite a bit. And you know, we just keep going and keep going, and it's like the best job in the world. Get to play on stage with your best friends, and it's like a family, and it just keeps going on.
Yeah, you know, you're truly blessed, and I'm really glad to hear too that you know, recognizing the importance of really stopping and taking it all in, right? Because then if you don't, what's the point? You know, you've got to really realize how lucky you truly are to be doing what you're doing. And I mean, especially when it comes to music writing, right? Like, I imagine your process is really different than when you first formed 34 years ago.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. You know, whenever you're first trying to get a record deal and you're just in the industry and you're trying to make a name for yourself, you just kind of do what you're told, I think, a lot of times. And my hat's off to artists that like Toby Keith and Hank Williams Jr., people like that find their voice and they stick to what they think they need to sound like. Because I think it's easy to listen to managers and producers and record labels and they try to make you into something, but then after a few years you figure out what your sound is. And I think that we've done that with Lonestar. We've sort of settled on a Lonestar sound, you know, as it were.
Yeah, so staying true to you, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, true to you, true to your band, true to what you are. And with those hits though that you've created over the decades, what's it like performing them, right? Because when they first come out, I imagine so super exciting, but then also it's a kind of a part of your trademark. It's a part of your identity. So what's it like when you perform them, you know, still years down the road?
I love it. It's so great to just have music that was popular, say, 20 plus years ago, and that meant something to people back in the day when they either got married or maybe they lost somebody or something like that, or maybe they had a soldier overseas or something like that, and one of our songs would come on and would mean so much to them. And then when we play these live and we see that reaction from the crowd of people dancing and people hugging and even proposals, we see, like when we play Amaze, I see sometimes you look out there and people are on one knee proposing. It's just amazing to have that kind of music that means something to people still to this day.
Absolutely, you know, and we are in such a golden era of entertainment, and the fact that everybody has access to everything, regardless of when it first came out or how long it's been in existence. So, I mean, you have young generations that are discovering you for the first time, and then you have your tried and true, right, that have been with you for the past 34 years. I can imagine the excitement that you get when you go on the road, because are you seeing a real nice blend in your audience?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And it's always nice to see young people come out to our shows and that are introduced to not just us, but country music in general. And, you know, we just like to call that good parenting.
That's a really good point. Good. I mean, it's true. Music can create connections over the generations, and you do see that in families this day and age, right?
Yeah, and one of my favorite things is when we look out in the crowd and you get that reaction from people that we've had like 10 #1 songs over the years and a bunch of other almost #1s, but enough memorable songs that people will listen to our show and go, oh, wait, they had that song, that was them, and you know, the songs that they'd forgotten about, you know, sort of.
Yeah, and then you guys are coming to Idaho, right? It's not your first time either.
Yeah.
You've been here a number of times. What are you looking forward to your next stop here in the Potato State?
Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Idaho is just like heaven on earth. It's just so amazingly beautiful. My favorite part is just to sit up front in the bus, in the tour bus, and just travel across Idaho and just look at the landscape, the sunrise, sunset, just the beautiful horizon. It's just so beautiful. I never miss a moment when we drive through Idaho. It's just so amazing.
It is, the landscapes are truly breathtaking. I do agree with you greatly there, Keech. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us. I'm going to remind everybody, Lonestar's on tour. You can check out their website or social media right there at the bottom of your screen. They're going to be here in town. Do not miss it. Keech, thank you so much, sir. Travel safe, and we'll see you soon. We're going to have more Idaho Today right after this.